Welcome to Stilettos on the Pavement. This month is National Hair Loss Awareness Month, and I have the most amazing opportunity today to be here with these two beautiful ladies, co-owners of the Cranial Prosthesis Center of Mississippi. Today we have Miss Katrina Smith and Miss Tierra Stevens today. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. So as I said, today is this month is National Hair Loss Awareness Month. So how are you all feeling, and what have you all been doing for this awareness?
Well, we're feeling great about National Hair Loss Month. So we are here to spread the word about it, let everyone know that we're here. We are a new clinic, you guys, here in Ridgely, Mississippi, here bridging the gap between your stylist and your internal medicine doctor, probably. Here to help our patients gain the goals and things that they have for their hair. But we're feeling real good about Hair Loss Month because we know that this is something that's a part of most people's lives. We've been touched by hair loss in so many different ways, and especially since COVID, there's been an influx of things. So we're excited just to get the word out, to be able to talk about it, and we're feeling good about it.
Awesome. So Tierra, tell us a little bit about your business, some of the services you offer.
Okay, so the name of my business is the Cranial Prosthesis Center of Mississippi. We specialize in hair loss, scalp issues, and maintaining healthy hair. Some of the things that we do on a daily basis are a scalp detox, a hair bath. We do several treatments when it comes to dermatitis, psoriasis, eczema, any type of scalp issues that people are dealing with on a daily basis and they can't seek help from their traditional doctor or their dermatologist. We kind of help assist and do the part that they don't do.
So do they need to be referred to you, or can they just walk in or schedule an appointment? Like, how does that process work to get to you?
You can book online at cpcofms.com, or you can call into our office and schedule an appointment, and it starts with a consultation. Once you get a consultation, you come in, we see exactly what you have going on. Once we determine what you have going on, we give you a treatment plan and move forward.
Okay. So do you just see women, or is it men and women?
Men, women, and children. Everybody. Anybody who have an issue, we see.
That's it. You have a scalp, we're available for it.
All right. Well, can you, either one of you, explain to us some of the struggles that comes with hair loss that women or men and children have experienced?
Well, I'll say something. One of the things that I've noticed the most is the lack of confidence. I can say personally, my own self, like I'm wearing one of our cranial prostheses. This is a medical wig. I love it because it's thin, it's breathable, there's no glue, it's just easy, breathable, and I love the feeling of it. But since I've been getting my treatments on my natural hair, my texture's changed, because I had that 4C hair that they call it, 4C.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to do with it, you guys. It was very coarse, it was very rough, and I had natural hair. I just wore braids and sew-ins. I didn't really take care of my hair. Now in a place where I'm willing to invest in myself and start taking care of what's on my body, everything about it changed. Now I go into stores with my wig off, and I haven't did that since maybe I was a teenager or so. You see, wore my natural hair.
Right.
And so I see young ladies coming to the clinic all the time, men coming to the clinic, seasoned people coming to the clinic. Confidence is low because when your hair is not right, you don't feel right.
Right. There's nothing like your crown and taking care of it, maintaining it, and it does something to you when you get a new haircut, or like you said, wig. Let's go more in detail about the wigs. Like, how do you do that process?
So what we do, we have a service. It's called the cranial prosthesis. That's what the clinic is named after. So a cranial prosthesis is a medical wig. It's covered by some insurance, just depending on the case. And normally it started off just being for cancer patients, someone with alopecia. That's how it started off. But now we offer them to anybody that's suffering from any type of hair loss. And we let clients get these wigs because they're breathable. They're medical, and they're better than what you can get in a hair store. Most hair store wigs, your hair can't breathe. It's suffocating. It's not getting the oxygen and stuff that it needs. So with the cranial prosthesis, it's just a different approach in order that goes along with the treatment in order to treat your hair. Because if you're getting, poor quality wigs, such as hair store wigs, no shade against hair store wigs, I warn them, but if you're going through a treatment plan, the cranial prosthesis, it works together with the treatment plan. If you're trying to grow your hair back, it all works as one.
Okay.
Saying that the lace is antimicrobial, so that means, guess what? It's not going to hold all that bacteria. Most of us didn't manage our wigs that we had at home. We're not washing them, keeping them up. Good hygiene is not something that's just for your body. Anything you put on your body.
Yes.
And so now that I'm wearing this kind of wig that assists me, and guess what, if I'm not washing it like I should and things like that antimicrobial lace, since COVID, we was all looking for things that was fighting against bacteria, germs, things like that. So it works in that way. But it being light and breathable, meaning this summer I had less days. I couldn't wait to take my wig off and put it on that front seat. You get in the car.
I have those days just want to just snatch it off.
Yes, we need a wig car seat
right here.
Oh, but that is something that it changed the way I think about it. And even the lace looks so natural to your skin that it made it easy for me not to have to wear the glue anymore. It assists with the treatment plan because of my edges are not coming out. It's something I can just put on and off, and then it just makes a world of difference in the way I feel about myself.
Okay, so with your medical wigs, can you do the same as you go into a store and buy a wig? Can you style it, color it?
Well, they come in so many different options, and so the prices of them, it vary depending on what length you want, what color you want, the style you want. We can meet all of the needs for the patient. Now, the great thing about the cranial prosthesis is it's created just for the individual patient, just for the individual customer. What do I mean by that? When you come in, we measure your head, we find out the different styles you'll look in the book, find out what it is that we offer, what it is, the styles that you like, and kind of go through that. And then we come up with the price for it, depending on, the size, length, whatever it's going to be. But because they are created just for your head, it takes about 5 to 7 days for them to create it. So this is not something that you just walk in and you just pick something, because it's custom made for you. Everything we do is with the patient in mind, and
so
it's an individual process.
You have to get a consultation, and during that consultation, we'll get all your measurements and make sure that it fits, make sure it's not too small, make sure it's not too big. It's the perfect fit for your head size. So that's one of the great things about it. When you go to a hair store, if you order offline, a lot of times you get wigs that don't fit. Yeah. Sometimes they come too small, sometimes they come too big. With these wigs, they are perfect. They're your size. They're, tailored for you. So.
Okay. So what would you tell, the everyday woman who has yet to come to your hair clinic but have these store-bought wigs? How long should they have it in their hair? How often should they maintain it? And she's shaking her head over there.
Because those are temporary fixes and quick fixes. So that's the answer. It's a temporary fix and it's a quick fix. If you're going to have something long term, you need to invest in something quality. Even if it isn't a cranial prosthesis with us, there is better hair than what you probably will find sometime in a hair store or something like that. And then better methods and ways to put those things together and to maintain them and to keep them. So healthy hair, not just your hair, but the wigs or whatever it is that you're putting on, everything requires maintenance. One thing in our culture we can just talk about is that we don't wash our hair as much as we should.
Right.
Which is another reason why the detox is so imperative that we offer, because we're putting all these products on our head, in our hair, and we're never detoxing. That was one of the things that Tierra told me about when she went back to school for, was it hair loss practitioner? Then?
Yeah, so myself, I sat in the class among 12 other students, and whenever the instructor talked about detox, I'm like, what's that? I heard about detoxing your body, drinking a tea, but I've never heard of a hair and scalp detox. So a traditional shampoo does not clean your scalp. What a traditional shampoo does is clean your hair strands. Okay. To get your scalp clean, you got to focus on the scalp alone, and you got to have a product that can take all of that dirt, dandruff, build up off of your scalp, and shampoo alone doesn't do that. So that's one of the things that a lot of people are dealing with in our culture, because we don't know. Just like everything else in life, we hadn't learned or been taught. So we're getting these things late. And so I'm here just to educate the people and let them know about this new service and how important it is. Your hair may not be growing simply because your scalp and your pores are clogged. It may not be anything medical. It may not be because of braids. It can simply be because your pores are clogged and you're not receiving the oxygen that your hair needs to thrive and grow. Okay. And to get that, you simply need a detox. And detox are recommended at least once a month to remove products, dirt, dandruff, everyday environmental, things of that sort.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the shampoo, because, I'm one of them that, especially how I was raised, that I shouldn't shampoo my hair or wash my hair every day. Or
did they give you a reason why you shouldn't do that? Or they just said not do it and you believe them because they were the adults and this was...
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Born and raised in the country.
Me too.
You don't question nothing.
That's right. You listen to what I say and that's it.
You don't back
I can relate.
Do as I say.
That's right.
But also because it just really strips your hair if you continue to wash it every day.
Not every day. Every day, yeah, that's bad.
Okay. So how often should you wash your hair?
At least once per week.
Once per week.
And that varies, right?
Yeah.
And that can, because it depends on your culture as well. It depends on your culture, your race, because the thing about shampooing your hair is about the oil and the buildup in it. Mm-hmm. Some races have to wash their hair twice, 3 times a week because the way that the hair is made. We all have different hair and skin. Mm-hmm. That's just reality. No one person is the same. So just depending on your culture and your race and ethnicity, that all plays a part in it. Yeah. But us, it's recommended that we wash our hair at least once a week, right? So your hair produces all natural oil called sebum. And if you don't wash your hair enough, it's too much sebum buildup, so it becomes oily. Everything you put in your hair start to stick. The pollen start to stick because it's that sebum that's built up there. So if you don't have that sebum that's built up there, if pollen hit, it has nothing to stick to. But because you hadn't shampooed your hair like you should or regularly, then there it is, it's sticking and creating a problem. So you should at least wash it once a week. And not just washing it when you're supposed to say shampoo, you wash clothes. So somebody's on here listening that's a cosmetologist saying she's saying
Right.
washing. Correct terminology is shampoo, right? You're supposed to shampoo your hair at least once a week. And the products that you shampoo with are very important. I'll let Katrina hit on that part about the product.
The product. So everything we buy out of a store has something in it that's going to, guess what, extend shelf life. So everything that we're buying in the store has some type of sulfates, parabens, alcohol, things that are unhealthy for our scalp. So what is the healthy solution? What is the option? Most times when you go to a dermatologist, they give them a prescription for a shampoo. Why is that? Because you can't get that over the counter. When you go and you see maybe outside of dermatology, if you go to a regular doctor or something like this, most of the things they give you, you can't just go in the store and buy it. In the same way at the cranial prosthesis center, we have our own line of shampoo and conditioner. A lot of our patients, they buy the same products that we use in the clinic for them at home, because after we detox your hair and get your hair, your scalp reset, you don't want to go back and start using those same things. It's going to clog your pores, keep your hair from being able to grow. You want your hair to stay in the best possible position to grow, to do whatever it is that you want to do to help meet those hair goals. So the stores, there's just not much that can go inside of a store that's going to be healthy for you, definitely. Now, I do a lot at Home Goods, and I know they have like Jason and things like this, some non-parabens and no sulfates, things like this. So you really want to reach out to us if you really want to invest in getting some good shampoo and conditioner, not just for you, for your children. My son, I use it on his hair. He has a lot of flakes and things like that, dandruff or scalp issues. Now he's coming to the clinic. You see, his mom started it. Once you invest in something, it makes a world of difference in your hair. If you can buy a hair system for yourself, buy it for your children. Go ahead and get them started on the right path. But having the best shampoo and conditioner, which is just clean shampoo and conditioner, is the best option for us.
So do you all have any of your own medical product, shampoo, conditioner?
Well, we have our own line of shampoo and conditioner. We sell one that we use in the clinic, and we're also producing our own line. It should be ready by the end of the month. Now, we're using the products from that line already, because most people know you don't just go out there and find a company and just put your label on it like a lot of people do. But we've been using this in the clinic, understanding that we've had great results with it. We actually had a lady in the other day who was just sharing with us, from using, from being on a treatment plan. She now had to buy a hair comb. She hasn't had to buy a hair comb in over 10 years.
No, that's deep.
Oh,
yeah, she hadn't had to have a hair comb in over 10 years.
It was so deep. When she said it, it just did something to my heart. I just had to take a deep breath, because she was like, I hadn't been able to use a comb. She hadn't had a little afro, and now she has that, and it was just, I kind of got emotional, because we take hair for granted, and there's people out here that are really having issues. Like this woman hadn't had hair in forever.
Okay.
Using the wrong product.
We're about to go to break, and we'll be right back with you all. All right, we're back with Katrina Smith and Tierra Stevens of the cranial prosthesis. That's so hard for me to say, y'all.
I know.
Center, the hair clinic.
Yeah.
And we left off, and you was telling us about one of your patients that had, after spending time with you, she was finally able to use a comb. That's a beautiful
and she's
story.
an older female. I think she's one of my older clients. And just imagine how long, she said, she just basically said almost half of her life she hadn't had hair. She just covered up and wore wigs. And now she's going through treatment. She has bought several wigs. Every appointment she's getting a new wig, because she's so in love with how natural they look and how good they feel.
Yes.
And, when she walk out like ready to go somewhere, like seeing her from 3 months ago to now, it make me proud. I feel like I've chose the right path in my career, because it's people like her that let me me know that I'm needed. You know, that's important. So
yes. And when she just said that, it made me think about the young lady when she came in the beginning. She didn't want the door open.
Yeah.
She wanted the door closed. Women, sometimes they don't want people in the, yes, we
so that's important too. We have private treatment rooms.
Yes.
It's not a salon setting. So that's a question that we get from a lot of people. Who's going to see me?
Yes.
When I take my wig off, my husband don't know what my head look like.
Yes.
So yeah, we have private treatment rooms where it'll be just you and me alone. No cameras, no people, no extra nothing. So you're going to be able to get your treatment and be comfortable.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you are not aware, next month is alopecia month.
Yeah, alopecia areata. Mm-hmm.
Alopecia areata month.
Yeah, awareness month.
Awareness month. Mm-hmm. Get it right, Amanda. So
you got this.
What do you all? Is there anything else y'all have upcoming and planning for next month?
What we're going to do, we definitely want you guys to follow us on social media, because that's where we're going to be putting all the things that we're doing. For this month, National Hair Loss Awareness Month, we're running a campaign all this month for a free scalp analysis, you guys. Our regular scalp analysis is $175. It's very intensive and it is invasive. So the free edition that we're doing this month, you can come in and get under that microscope. You can get a manual review of your hair, and then also get under that trichoscope, which is going to show you your scalp, what is happening, let you know if your follicles are open or closed. Now that is free. How do you get into contact with us? You can call the office and we'll book your appointment, or you can go to cpcofms.com. That's cpcofms.com.
Yes.
Or you call us at 601-790-7269. And what we'll do is to book your consultation for you. So this month we're doing that all free this month for National Hair Loss Awareness. We really want to get an answer to people that are at home that have an answer. Question and you need the answer. We have the answer for you. And we don't want it to be something that maybe, finances kept you from coming in, or, the lack of knowledge, not sure what it is that we do or what we're doing and what we're offering, because the Cranial Prosthesis Center is something new in Mississippi. We're a gap. We're a bridge in between your hairstylist or your barber and then your doctor. They all doing something different, and we come in and make it work. Come on, that's what we do.
And we also work alongside with hairstylists, barbers, dermatologists, and everyday physicians. We're not separating ourselves from those. We all work together.
Yes.
We send clients out now because we get a lot of people with scalp issues with the psoriasis and dermatitis. We can't give prescription medication for those, so then we treat you. We send you out to our dermatologist, and you meet with them, and then they give you the medication. Then you come to us, and we help treat it to go ahead and clear things up.
Okay.
So
I love the part where you said see what's going on with your scalp, and all I can think about right now is Tiffany Haddish when she shaved her head, and what she said was so impactful. I didn't know how I completely looked.
Yes.
And once you shave off your head,
I did that.
Once you shave off your head, you able to see what your scalp, your head really looks like.
Yes.
That is the one thing a lot of people don't have the opportunity to see, and unfortunately some of them aren't by choice.
Yes.
But I'm not that brave yet.
Yes.
But I want to know what my scalp, my head completely look like one of these days. It's getting lower, but every time I get to that inch, I'll be like, let's stop right there.
I definitely get that. We have several patients that have come into the clinic, and I'm like, oh girl, you're rocking it and stuff, but they feel because I'm forced to. My hair is not here. I have to. So it sometimes changes the way we look at things. You see, because you have the option. It's a choice for you. I want to try it. But when someone is suffering with hair loss, normally it's something internal that's loud versus, what's on the outside, what you're saying. We cover up very well. But the thing that I love about when they come to the Cranial Prosthesis Center is, like she talked about, the private room, but it's a safe place to find out who you really are inside and out. We do a total approach to healing with your hair. We don't just treat the top of your head. This is internal, because a lot of the things that are going on are internal. So that's why that consultation is so important. It's the first step, that consultation, because you're going to find out if there's some things that's going on the inside. We send them for blood work in case you're deficient in some of your vitamins, minerals, things like that. That plays a big part in things. We also have a different machine that we put you on that sometimes tell you about different things that's going on. We've been seeing a client that had scalp issues for a year. I mean, well, she's been dealing with it for a year, but we've been seeing her mostly this year. Got her scalp cleared up to where the flakes weren't everywhere and all these things, and then bam, what happened? So there's environmental shift. Climate could be something that's affecting your hair and you don't even realize that it's the climate. But from her getting on the machine, guess what the machine told us? That she had an allergy to cats. And the time that she started experiencing these scalp issues was around the same time she got a cat
for her daughter. Then also, just to follow up where you left off, I had a lady who started experiencing patchy hair loss. So I did everything with her, and everything just seemed normal. And I'm like, this is just rare. So I put her on the machine. Come to find out, she had an allergy to hair color. She had been putting a rinse on her hair forever, and she has an allergy to hair dye, and it was causing her hair to come out.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, speaking on rinsing and hair colors, how damaging is that to your hair, and how do you, if you choose, like, hey, I want to,
you got your cute color going.
Damage you want to color your hair.
So you got different types. You have bleach, which is what you have, and bleach is very, very, very. It's just like the bleach you put on clothes and in household bleach. It's very harmful. Do you see what bleach do to clothes and skin? So imagine your fragile hair. So when getting your hair bleached, you want to make sure that you get a professional, a licensed professional, to make sure they put that in correctly so that it doesn't damage your hair. Bleach damage your cuticles. A lot of people go get their hair bleached professionally at a salon, but then they don't follow up for hot oil treatments and deep conditionings and things of that such, and hair end up falling out. So like bleaching and coloring is something serious. It goes right along with relaxers. A lot of people natural, they go get their hair bleached and they're so against relaxers, but it's the same thing. It's a chemical service that can cause more harm than help if you don't seek, the proper care for it. So yeah.
Well, what I don't want to do is forget our men.
Oh yeah, we see a lot of men.
The men, you guys, we just do.
So how is their response to your clinic?
Oh, I think I've had almost more male clients than females at one point. We have a lot of men that are suffering from a hair loss called male pattern baldness. It's when their hair starts thinning at the top, and it's very common. Normally start happening around the age 20. So we went around the barbershops and we gave our cards and things of that such out. So they sent us clients, and we end up putting them on the machine, and we end up seeing that their hair is thinning. And a few of them we were able to help, and some we weren't because it was just too many years gone. But the ones who just had started suffering from hair loss, we was able to get them a treatment plan and a kit. So
you're able to catch it if it's in the early stage?
If it's early, yeah. Okay. But if it's years, 5, 6, 7 years, if it's stubborn, if the scalp has started to have scarring, if the tissues on the hair has scarred, which it'll feel real smooth to touch, then it's pretty much almost nothing we can do about it.
So smooth scalp is bad.
Yeah, because it's mostly scar tissue. The of clothes and it's scarred. I just
learned something today.
Yeah,
I did not know that. So, where are some reasons for the bald pattern?
Male pattern baldness.
The number one is genetics.
Genetics.
Either the mom or dad suffer from it.
Okay.
So yeah, and then you have female pattern baldness, which is the same as male pattern baldness, and it normally happen during hormone imbalances, menopause, things of that such, and it normally happen to women right at the age of 30. 35 to 40, they start to experience menopause and premenopause and things of that sort.
Okay, so you guys,
and with males, they'll notice outside of their hair thinning at the top, sometimes like their hairline is going further back. The stylist can see this, the barber can see this, but they may not know that we have the answer for them. So if anyone is suffering from hair just thinning too many scalp issues. If you're noticing something, when you notice, that is the time to call us, when you notice it. Because sometimes if it's genetic, we can't grow it back, but we can slow down the hair loss process. And that can go for years. You know, if you catch it early, you can have hair 5-10 more years versus losing everything within a few months or a year or two.
Right.
Or so.
That's
and
important.
so that moving quicker on some things, you know, that you notice. Whenever we notice something, you know, we don't go to the doctor like we should. I know our community, sometimes we don't go to the doctor like we should. Keep up on certain things until something happens. And because I've seen so many people come into the clinic with issues they've had for 10, 20 years, you guys. But I've seen some of them get answers too. I've seen some of their lives change, their confidence increase. And so there is hope. And that's why we're here. There is hope, you guys. We're here to let people know, look, there is hope.
So, does barbers, I can't even talk, beauty salons, beauticians, are they aware of, you know, hair damage and how to take care of it, or do you need to go to a specialty?
Well, no, so not to offend anybody, but you have licensed cosmetologists, and then you have people that do hair that aren't licensed. What I've seen is the ones that are licensed, they know how to identify these different things because that's what they taught us in school. Then you have the ones that aren't licensed that do tight braids, they pull with rubber bands. It's just kind of different because they're self-taught. So they don't even know the harm that they're causing, right? That because they're not knowledgeable, you know. So then you have the ones over here that are knowledgeable and they're scared because I've been in both situations. I mean, I got licensed in 2016, right? So before that, I was non-licensed, so I can't speak from both point of views. And then becoming licensed, I was afraid to tell my client, your hair leaving in the middle. Because a client can't see the top of their head like a stylist can, right? And I was so nervous and scared to tell her because I didn't know how she would take it. You know, this is like telling somebody, hey, you got a book in your nose. It take you got to be a different type of person because you don't want to embarrass them or make them feel some type of way.
Oh, I get it.
So it's that same type of thing. So I've been right in the middle of somebody's head and I see it happening. And I kept sewing in every week. Every time they come in, it's getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and I was helping cause the problem. And that's one thing that led me to this because I started feeling so guilty. I had a woman that had a head full of hair that I did for 3 years and seen her lose everything. So witnessing it just made me feel awful. I felt like I could have told her early on and we could have prevented that from happening. And a lot of stylists and barbers, they can see that. They see the client hair before they do. They notice it before they do. So if we get more stylists and more barbers that are honest, it can let these clients know, hey, I think you should seek, you know, help because your hair is starting to thin. I think you may have an issue up here. You may need to go, you know, get this seen about. So
I can attest to that. I was sitting in a chair and the beautician was like, you know, you're thinning at the top. I was like,
and salute her for that.
It's 50-50. Genetics, it runs in my mom's side of the family, and the other 50, I'm pretty sure. She was like, so you be doing this, and be picking at the middle of my head.
That's an issue.
It is. It is. I be trying not to, but, you know, we live, we learn, we grow, we learn lessons.
That's a nerve problem. That's actually a type of hair loss that a lot of people go to. It's called trichomania. So when they get that's real. That's a real problem. So.
And sometimes, you know, we just label things because we don't know what it is. So we've mislabeled a lot of things over time. And so when you talked about barbers and stylists, things like that, because Miss Stevens realized that, guess what, she was part of the problem.
Okay, well, let's get back to that. We're about to take a break.
Okay.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global.
The Mississippi Link is an African American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, keepers of the knowledge for people who speak the truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippiLink.com and click on Home Delivery.
SocratesGarrettENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. SocratesGarrettENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into M.DOT grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates and crushed concrete can be applied to driveways, road construction, bank protection, parking lots, general bulk fills, and more. For more information, please call 601-896-0084 or visit us online at SocratesGarrettENT.com.
All right, welcome back. Before we left, Miss Katrina Smith was letting us know about how we mislabel the problems with our hair.
That's right. Sometimes just in life we're mislabeling different things, but when Miss Stevens, who was a master cosmetologist before she became a hair loss practitioner, she realized she was part of the problem. Stylists, barbers, they can see what's happening on top of your head. You may not be able to see it. Stylists and barbers, they may be seeing something that they don't know what they're seeing. And so because we may mislabel it, it causes the patient or their client to be the one who suffers the most. So that's why we partner with barbers and stylists. We partner with internal medicine doctors and dermatologists, because we're all here to work together, because the person in each of our chairs has something that we want to see happen, which is their hair growth, a healthy hair, to have a healthy life. So partnering together, one, is so key and so important. We've reached out to several stylists and barbers, and if you're a stylist or barber, you all look out, because we're going to be doing a master class that's going to be free, just to help you to identify some things that you're seeing. We also have a program that'll be out at the end of next month, which is going to get them certified to be hair experts, to be able to not just identify what you're seeing, but be able to recognize and label it, whatever the correct way, be able to suggest things for it, take care of it, help treat it, all those things. So now even in their salon, they have the right products and tools and things like that to really help their patients' hair grow. And we have actually this month, because it is National Hair Loss Awareness Month, and next month is Alopecia Areata Awareness Month, which is just bringing awareness to hair loss, you guys. Alopecia means hair loss. That's it. There are so many different forms of hair loss, so many different types, and I know we heard the hair practitioner mention some of them, but you could be suffering from something and don't quite know what it is. Call us, go online, make an appointment, come in this month with the free scalp analysis, you guys. We're also doing a $99 introductory special all this month and through next month too, for Hair Loss Awareness Month and Alopecia Areata. What that $99 introductory special does is get you the hair bath that's going to change your life. If you have not had a hair bath, come on. I know you're talking about washing and shampooing and things like that, but if you go to the stylist, look, it's a difference.
I got the magic hands.
Yeah, she got magic hands. When you talk about those people, look, people coming in, especially when men come in, women come in, they asking us, look, let me stay back here a little while longer. They want to relax.
I can fall asleep on.
I
love those.
You gotta come.
You gotta have the service. I make a point to release things. I make a point when she get in my head and she's, I think she be making love to myself, y'all. It feels so good. It feels so good. But when she does it, I purposely think to release a lot of stuff down that drain. It is an experience. And we know a lot of stylists, they tell me to come now with my hair already washed. Come on. Stylists,
you don't get the same experience.
You do not.
You miss out on that. And I think that is like one of my highlights for going and getting my hair washed is that I can just lay back, relax, and someone is
Well, no, I I gotta cut in because I've been a stylist before. Y'all get off of them. Listen, it's hard to sit there for 15 to 20 minutes and shampoo a head when you got a whole schedule ahead of you. The job as a stylist is to get your head clean, get all the dirt out. They're not gonna do what I do. It's more intense. It's a lot more work. Like, that costs more. A lot of people don't want to pay the price for a proper shampoo. See, they're just giving you a shampoo to be able to give you that quick weave, that sew-in, that silk press. This is different. They don't have the time to do that. They have a whole day ahead of them. See, me,
so I should just come to you,
right? So no, I'm not saying that, but
no, what I'm saying is for that.
So the way and that's why a lot of people now they're saying, oh, why don't you do silk press anymore? Why don't you do sew-ins and stuff anymore? Because now my mindset has changed. I need to make sure that your hair and scalp is clean, and I can't do both. Just like the stylist, if I was to make sure your head was all nice and clean for 45 minutes, then now I'm gonna miss out on my next person because I didn't spend too much time with you. So the same thing for the stylist. If they spend too much time shampooing your hair, they're gonna go into their next person, and they're not gonna make their pay rate that they need to make to survive and do what they need to do. So it's more so of that. So I gotta defend them because I've always made sure my clients' hair were clean. Like, I know I see a lot of joking people on Facebook saying they wash my hair in 2 minutes. I may wash your hair in 2 minutes, but it was clean in them 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta step up for the stylist on that. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're not doing their job. They know what it takes. They do them 2 shampoo. It don't take long to do a good shampoo and rinse out. It doesn't take long. It really don't. You could do a shampoo in 5 minutes. Yeah. In school, that's how they taught us. 2 shampoos and conditioner out the chair. They teach them that. Like, they don't teach you to sit there and.
What do you mean by 2 shampoos?
So that's it. So when anybody that's shampooing their hair at home, if you're doing a service yourself, the first shampoo is not going to clean. So you put the shampoo in your hand, you rub it together, you put it in, you're loosening up the dirt, the soil, or whatever. The second shampoo is what's going to clean it and get everything out. So you got to do 2 shampoos.
Y'all hear that? 2 shampoos. You
don't do 1, you do 2 shampoos. And then you apply your conditioner. And when applying your conditioner, stay away from your scalp. Try to put the conditioner on from your mid shafts to your ends. Why? Because the conditioner is going to clog that clean scalp up that you just cleaned.
That's right. That's right.
Conditioner is for your hair, not your scalp.
Yes,
y'all hear that?
It's for the scalp. Yes.
2 shampoos and your conditioner, mid shaft to the ends.
I got y'all back stylists. I ain't gonna let them do y'all like that.
Now, you see, at the Cranial Prosthesis, you guys, we're committed to education because it's important to have the knowledge. Knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is wisdom. It makes a difference. And so partnering with stylists, barbers, and working well with people in the community, we're learning, we're growing together. We're all kind of here in the same boat, going in the same direction. And so if you are looking to I'll say, if you have any questions, you guys, y'all stop by this month. We're open. We're here, available to help out with things, but call us and get on the list for the master class. If you're a barber stylist, definitely call in and get on the list for that. But I wanted to touch on the payment options, you guys, because at the Cranial Prosthesis Center, the consultation is the most important thing for you to start with. A consultation, that's where everybody starts. This is where you're going to find out all the things you need to do to go forward. We've had people to pay with Afterpay for their consultation because it's $175, but we accept Afterpay. We have care credit. We have flexible spending accounts and health savings accounts. Maybe through your job you have those things. We accept those too.
Now with the Afterpay, do they need to do all 4 payments before you see them?
Oh, no.
How does that,
when you apply for whichever thing you do, say you apply and you do care credit, then you come in, you already have, or you can do it while you're there, when you get your approval right there, then you can go ahead and pay for it then. When Afterpay, you take that up with Afterpay. Afterpay, they pay us. You set it up through them. We accept your form of payment, and then you continue to pay them. That's between you and them. It has nothing else to do with us then. But there are options. We also have in-house finance, and I think that's the last one I probably didn't mention. But we want to make sure that we have an option for people who really want to have healthy hair. And that could be healthy maintenance of your natural hair that is not falling out. It can simply be, dermatitis, psoriasis, things like that, scalp issues, or it could be hair loss. We have an answer for
And also, I just want to add on, because this is near and dear to me. It's not just about money. I want people that are serious, people that are dedicated, people that are actually seeking help. I've had people that come to me and they pay all the money up front. thousands of dollars. They miss their appointments, they don't show up, and then once the plan is over with, they're wondering why they didn't have the results like such and such had, because they weren't serious and they weren't committed. So moving forward, I don't want people who just want to come in and see what we got going on. I want people that are seeking help. I want people that want their hair back. I want people that want their scalp cleared up. I want people that are going to be consistent and show up for their appointments, because I'm going to show up and do my part, and this is very near and dear to me. This is beyond money. I can take your money and we can go through the whole phase and you not get a screen, and I'm gonna be so upset, because my job is to clear your scalp or get your hair back, not to get your money. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in it to solve a problem, and I want to see results.
That's right.
More than anything.
Cost, y'all.
Yeah,
results
so
cost.
It's so important to me. I had a lady, well, I'm paying my money, don't matter if I come out. It does matter.
Yes,
It do matter. I'm trying to treat your head. I'm trying to get your hair to grow back. So it does matter to me, you guys. So we want to make sure that you have the right schedule, you have the right time. We want to make sure that everybody is not a good fit for our program. So that's one thing that we determine during the consultation, if you're a good fit or not. Everybody may not be a good fit, and not just financially, but time-wise, job-wise.
Yes.
You may have to wait till spring break or Christmas break or something of that sort when you can come weekly or every 2 weeks. It's beyond what you can imagine when it comes to treatment.
Because it takes a commitment on both parts.
Yeah.
We're here, we're established, we've invested time, money, and everything to be in position to have an answer. It's going to take the same thing on the other side for the patient. They're going to have to invest time, money, and everything else too to get their goals, but both of us have to be committed to the process. And we just find a lot of people are not good with commitment, and definitely not good with choosing themselves. But if you want to be better, then it's going to take partnership, us working together. And that's in any area of our life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And where are you all located again?
We're at 717 Rice Road, Suite G, in Ridgeland, Mississippi. Our phone number is 601-790-7269. You can also follow us on social media platforms at the Cranial Prosthesis Center in Mississippi. And we're also, our email address, not our email, but our website is cpcofms.com. And that's the Cranial Prosthesis Center of Mississippi.com. You guys come check us out.
Hey, you guys, we learned so much about hair loss, what this month is, what next month is. I gained so much information and learned things I never knew of, because I keep my hair short and natural, so I wash, condition, and keep on moving, because I don't do too much to it. Actually, I will say this is my first time bleaching my hair, and I only did it because my birthday.
As long as you keep that conditioner on, and you're gonna be fine.
Yes.
Don't let it dry out.
Maintenance is key. We can do anything that we want to do, but maintenance, it requires maintenance. So if you need maintenance tips or tools, tricks, when we get off here too, we're going to share some things with you.
I do have a quick question for you. In your treatment plans, they are tailored to the individual, right? Mm-hmm. So on an average, how long do you recommend average for your patient to go without seeing you?
So the treatment plan it goes to about 12 weeks. So about after 12 weeks, then you kind of go on your own, and we give you the products. But just depending on if you're having hair loss or scalp issues, we'll see you every week or every 2 weeks. And once we get to maybe that 12-week mark, and we feel like you can, we can let your hand go, then you'll come in for once a month follow-ups, things like that.
And it also depends on what they're there for. So somebody with hair loss may need longer time, because really studies show that you're not going to get hair growth in a few weeks. That's going to be something that takes longevity, a longer commitment.
Now we talk about hair growth. There was something I seen on social media or something, an article. Typically, what should be, I guess, the growth rate of your hair? Like, how long should it grow within weeks?
So the hair it have 3 different phases, right? So it just depends on what phase it's in. It grows about maybe like a half an inch every 2 to 3 months, right? And that's and it can grow faster or it can go, it's kind of like your nails, right? It just depends on the vitamins that you're getting in your body. It depends on if your scalp is not clogged up. It's so many factors that depend on hair growth, but it says about a half an inch every 2 to 3 months if, everything else is good underlining.
Now, previously you all talked about a machine that could tell, you're allergic, you was reacting to allergies. What about the nutrients in your body? Like some people take biotin, one a day vitamins. Does it allow you to see what type of
So that's a good question. So if you do, I'll give you the example. If you get on a hair loss treatment plan, let me break it down. If you were to get on a hair loss treatment program, so you come in and you get your consultation. During your consultation, we're going to do family background, history. Then we're going to put you on a machine. The machine is going to tell you anything that you're lacking: nutrients, vitamin, iron, calcium. Also your allergies and those things. So that's how we know how to build your treatment plan after that. Then we put you on a scope. So with those 3 things we just did. So, and another thing, like with our packages, we get the vitamins and stuff you need. We get your supplements. So it comes in the package. We're going to give you a 3-month supply of supplements to go along with what you need to do at home and what we do inside of the clinic. We're going to detox the inside of your body. We're going to put you on an alkaline diet. We're going to do a lot. We're going to make sure that your body is at its healthiest state to produce the hair that it needs to produce, like good hair, right? We're going to make sure that the nutrients are getting through your blood. We're going to make sure that we reduce the inflammation on your scalp. I mean, it's so much that comes along with that treatment to make sure you get the hair that you deserve, the hair that you're supposed to have.
Okay. One question for both of you. You can answer, each of you answer this question before we go. What is one way that you motivate women to feel empowered with or without their hair?
Well, I answer it. Look quickly. With or without their hair, I think women are motivated when they come into the clinic and they see me just like this. And then when I go into the treatment room with them and they want to look at the wig or know more about it, so when I go in and I take my wig off and they see how my hair is up under there and they see how confident I am with it, that affects women just because I'm confident in it. And it opens a door and allows them to say like how they feel about their hair or, the place that they're in it. And I get to share with them that just a few months ago, I wouldn't have ever did this. But because of this investment, because of the change that I see daily in myself, in my hair, it affects my confidence, and so it affects other women.
Okay, yeah.
And I just let them know, even if their hair can't come back, we have another option, which is the cranial prosthesis, and you can bring me a picture and I get your hair just like it used to be when it was nice, healthy, and full. So either way, we have an option, or we can do both. So being able to say that and do that for them lightens everything in there.
Okay. Katrina, can you let our audience know once again how they can contact you all?
All right, you guys, call us at the clinic. Our number is 601-790-7269. You can follow us on social media platforms, all of them at the Cranial Prosthesis Center of Mississippi. You can also go on our website at cpcofms.com. We look forward to visiting you all and you all visiting us.
All right, you guys, thank you all for joining us. See you soon.
SocratesGarrettENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. SocratesGarrettENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into M.Dot grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates and crushed concrete can be applied to driveways, road construction, bank protection, parking lots, general bulk fills, and more. For more information, please call 601-896-0084 or visit us online at SocratesGarrettENT.com.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at WeBelieve.global.